And 65 days ago, I decided to take the biggest risk of my life. I left university in order to pursue what I loved, content creation, or more specifically, video editing. You see, I was 18 years old at the time. I had less than 100 subscribers and no money coming in whatsoever from editing. And this channel that you currently see didn't exist. So in this video, I'm going to show you how much I earned and the step-by-step process I used in which you can copy to successfully kickstart your own editing career. But for you to see how all of this became a reality, we need to start from the beginning. April 1st, 2023. I was just scrolling on YouTube when all of a sudden I received a message on Fiverr.
Hey, I came across your gig and I really liked your style for your recent video. Could you do that for me?
You see, at the time, I was editing gaming videos, mainly Fortnite and Valorant, and I used Fiverr for this, but this was a mistake. You should never, and I mean never, use Fiverr if you want to make serious money. Why? Well, I was swimming in a sea of average editors, competing for price, and that's what you get when you don't have a strong personal brand. And do you know how much I got paid? A staggering $55. I mean, at that point, I should just work at McDonald's, right?
Good evening. What can I get for you?
Just large fries, please.
Would you like to try our new special double
Just
stuffed?
put the fries in the bag, bro.
Okay, man. You don't have to be so rude, you know. It's hard-working people like me who help.
Most people would just rush the project and send it over, especially at that rate. However, I focused on over-delivering. I was thinking long-term, because I had a plan. I spent the next couple of months researching all over the internet on how to make better videos, and I watched hundreds.
This is how I would learn video editing if I had to start over. I would choose a niche that I'm going to be selling to, right?
You're going to be able to charge a lot more for your services.
Here's how to edit videos that go viral and make you a ton of money in the process.
But what makes a great video? What do these successful creators know that we don't? Is it the camera?
So today I've picked out the best transitions that you can use. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down non-scenes animation sequence,
And that's bringing a normal image or illustration to life by animating it. Today,
So I went back to the drawing board, and this is what I came up with. First, I needed to put myself out there. So I set up a new channel, made a simple banner, and optimized it. I originally made it my goal to help creators grow their own YouTube channel. This was also a way for me to showcase my editing abilities. You see, I already had a gaming channel prior. It was nothing serious, but I had grown and monetized it. I had some knowledge and I knew I could share with others. I then created a new Twitter account and did the same thing. Now I need a portfolio. No one is going to take you seriously when you use a Google Drive link. I need to seem professional. So I started creating a portfolio using Card. It's still one of the best and many big editors still use it. Fantastic, but I need to actually fill this in and I had no work to show. So what now? Well, it's simple. All I have to do is create YouTube videos and people will see it. If people see it, then maybe someone will notice my skills. I didn't think about it, I just started. After spending a week, I had finally finished my first project. I uploaded it and I waited. It was about YouTube automation since that was a trending topic, and it remains popular today. 1 hour later, 0 views. I mean, it's okay, right? It's only been an hour. Surely when I wake up tomorrow, my phone will be flooded with messages and I'll get noticed. Five views in 10 hours. So that clearly didn't go.
Essentially, your title and thumbnail set expectations, and at the very beginning of the video, to minimize drop-off, you want to assure them that those expectations are being met.
After scrolling, I came up with my second video, and this one was gonna perform. I was sure of it. The title was great. When you read it, it made you curious on what this tool is. And you know the crazy part? I wasn't even clickbaiting. That AI tool actually helped me grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers. It's actually why my third video on this channel is the second most popular with over 50,000 views. And all of a sudden, the comments started flooding in.
This is gonna blow up, no doubt.
Great editing skills. I hope you grow fast.
Bro, that editing is fire. What software did you use so I can use it?
Rather see a video on your editing process. Rather see a video on your editing process.
And just like that, I had my third video idea. And this channel came to life. People were impressed with my editing, so I started teaching it. And with each video, I got better and better. But these 3 questions were still unanswered. How am I going to get clients? How do I build a system to generate inbounds? And how can I outreach in a way where I don't get put in the junk folder like everyone else? Because at that time, I was still making $0 and I needed money fast because my bank account was draining quickly. So I found a YouTuber that I've wanted to work with. I set my eyes on his channel and started planning my outreach. But wait, you're probably wondering, how do you even know who to reach out to? So to answer this question, I created a simple checklist for you to follow. First, you must look for a creator who uses YouTube as a business, who doesn't rely on views for money, but rather sells a product or service through his videos. Usually these clients have money, and making consistent videos is essential for their business to succeed. This gives you leverage. Secondly, make sure that the creator has at least 10,000 subscribers or more and is averaging at least 50,000 views. This way, you can actually get your work seen by many people. You can also negotiate for bonus pay based on the performance. Now, a common mistake is doing what everyone does. You have to understand that the client you want receives tons of emails daily, and I know this because I receive them as well, and I ignore 99% of them. Listen, I was just like you watching this video. I was starting on my editing business career. I knew the quickest way to sell my services was to message people and ask. However, I quickly found out that no one replied. See, when you're first starting, you don't have authority, trust, results, testimonials, or any referrals. You have one shot for someone to look at your message and decide if they're going to reply or not. The creator I found was making faceless videos, just like me, so I picked him as my target. At the time, N8 Wealth, another YouTuber, was blowing up, and I came across this video right here. It was created by another small YouTuber, and he was essentially breaking down N8 Wealth's strategy. So why am I mentioning this? Well, because he received a ton of views for doing so. And that's when I figured it out. I decided to make a video on my channel about the client that I wanted to work with. If I get ignored, well, I have an amazing video with the potential to go viral. So I broke down his strategy, I revealed his achievements, and I got more people to know about his channel. And believe it or not, I learned After Effects in only 2 weeks. Yes, you heard that right, in only 2 weeks. Now, was I a pro? Well, no, of course not. But I spent 14 days straight on After Effects for 10 hours a day. And that's not even a joke. That's actually how I did it. I didn't even step outside in that period. I was locked in. The video hit 15,000 views, and I used that to showcase what I could do for him. You see, it wasn't just the editing. It was the fact that I understood YouTube, storytelling, and also script writing. These are all valuable skills that distinguish you from every other editor on the market. You have to understand that these creators want someone to rely on, a partner. If you can help them with those little things that ultimately impact views, which generate them more money, then you, my friend, become so much more valuable. I mean, just by that video, it tells the client that I spent time analyzing his channel, learning his style, and figuring out ways to improve his videos. No one's probably done that much before. They are all copy-pasting a message from ChatGPT. 9 hours later, I received a response, and this is what it said.
Hey, I really like the video. The editing is really impressive, and the story and info are nice. Feel free to send me your editing rates, and we can go from there. If it fits in our budget, we can give it a try.
Now, I needed this badly, so I charged a lower price than what I actually wanted to fully secure this deal. This was my first ever big potential client, so I wasn't taking any chances. I stated my price, $400 flat, and all I could do was wait. It was stressful. I felt every minute passing by. I mean, what if he just ghosts or ignores me? That's what usually happens with many editors, especially when you state your price through text. Which was another mistake. You should always book a call with the client. 28 minutes later, to my surprise, I got a reply.
That $400 per video, up to how long? Also, how long do you think the turnaround time would be for each? Just so you know, I get all sorts of editing offers, and 99% of the time I say no or don't reply, but your skills really caught my eye. Not just because the video was about me, you have a good touch with the sound design.
His reply proved my point. No one had done what I did with him. Anyway, I sent him a pretty hefty response, clearing up the pricing, turnaround times, and my exact offer. I also made sure to ask for guidelines, so I know exactly what to do and avoid multiple revisions. This saves time for you and the client, and ensures the best quality for the project. So there I was. I had done it. I signed my first client and was making over $2,000 per month in video editing, and it had taken me only 6 months.
Sounds good. We can move forward with 2 per month because I have a team. I'll send a script, VO, and instructions by Sunday. Payment through PayPal. Thanks.
Yup, that was the guy. So if you're a video editor watching this, you should probably create a new channel, a Twitter, and even an Instagram account. Make it professional and optimize it. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that you should become a content creator and start making videos about anything that you're good at. This can be used to build your portfolio and your social media presence, because right now, you're currently unreachable, and quite frankly, invisible. Alright, listen, I was happy editing for a big client and it solved two big problems, building trust and getting a testimonial. However, in the meantime, I also created a few more videos on my channel, and the reason they flopped was because I didn't listen to my audience. Everyone wanted to learn how to edit, so I completely changed my content to only revolve around this topic. My goal was to target people like you, video editors who were just starting out. I wanted to connect with you, try and help you do the same. Therefore, I spent hundreds of dollars on preset packs and courses. Do I regret it? No, of course not. If you're watching this and you're young and ambitious, let me tell you something. There is an asset that is single-handedly the best asset on the planet that's worth investing in. And that is yourself. I watched every video and learned so much on After Effects and Premiere Pro. All I did was practice editing, especially now that I had a client. It made it all easier. In fact, one of the fastest ways I improved was simply breaking down how a scene was created. I would watch creators like Isaac, Finzar, Iman Godzi, and just try and replicate the edit with my own unique twist. Every time there was something new, I just wanted to learn it as fast as possible and master it. This would solve another problem that you have: authority. Because I was improving at such a fast rate, I finally started providing the people like you watching this with what you wanted. Everyone wanted to learn how to edit like Isaac. It was filled in his comment section. And in order to create a successful product or service, we need to create it based on a demand. So I learned it on my own and made the only breakdown for Premiere Pro and After Effects, which is now the most popular video on my channel. Furthermore, it also shows potential clients that, hey, I can edit at this quality, and no one needs to question my authority or even doubt what I can do. I created a new unique portfolio and built a system in which people like yourself can just reach out to me for video editing, and I made the process very easy for you. A man once said that if you spend time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away, but if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come. So I applied this concept. You see, reaching out, messaging a bunch of creators is time consuming and not as productive. You could be doing other things with a higher ROI, return on investment. For example, making more videos, improving your animations, or even growing your own brand. When outreaching, you're obviously taking a risk, which is fine, don't get me wrong, you should do it, but you shouldn't only rely on this method for obtaining clients. If you go down to my portfolio in the description, you'll see a form in which you can fill out. Because of this, only 1 month after signing my first client, came my second and third. Since that day, over 40 people have filled out that form. That's 40 potential clients in which I can decide who to take on. I created demand for myself, and that's how you can increase your prices. I was now working full-time, making $3,000 and sometimes more per month. But then I did something shocking, something that most people wouldn't do. Of course, I was happy making around $3,000 a month, especially since it's only been a year since I started. However, this isn't what I wanted. I mean, the ultimate goal is to achieve the trifecta of freedom, which is location, financial, and time freedom. And don't get me wrong, video editing allows that. But just like you, I wanted to work whenever and wherever I wanted. So I increased my prices, which led me to dropping my largest client since he refused, and honestly, it was taking up too much of my time. And look, I was improving fast. I wanted to get paid even more. I knew I deserved it. So with time in my hands, I decided to make one of the best edits on my channel. It's the one on the screen right now. It performed well and clearly a lot of you guys liked it. But this is where it gets really interesting. Now remember what I said earlier about generating inbounds but also outreaching? Well, since that first client, I stopped sending messages, which was another big mistake. Because as soon as I began, it took me only 3 messages to land one of my biggest deals yet, $5,000 per month from a single client. And here's how I did it. You know how everyone says getting your first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest? Or your first $100,000 is really difficult, but after that, your net worth would skyrocket. Well, this couldn't be more true even for video editing. All you need is that one client, one success for you to change the entire trajectory of your journey and potentially your life. So here's what happened. So I found another YouTuber, similar to Digital Income Project and also in my niche. And here's how I got his attention. I wrote an email that is short and straight to the point. Hey, my name is Mark, and I'm a video editor. I recently came across your content. It seems like you're in the same niche as me. I'm reaching out because I want to work for you. I worked with big YouTubers in your niche like Digital Income Project, and I even have my own faceless channel in which I recently broke down another competitor in your niche, Isaac. Here's a link to my portfolio, and here's my YouTube channel. If you are interested, please do not hesitate to reach out. I would like to book a call so we can discuss further from there. Just like that, he responded, and I scheduled a call with him. If you want to know the offer I made and how I closed the deal, I'll reveal all of that towards the end of this video. But there was no doubt. He didn't need to see a trial. You know why? Simply because of my client's testimonial and previous results that I got for him. Look, I need you to pay attention here. As an editor, the most important thing is your reputation. Warren Buffett, a famous businessman and investor, once said, It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. And it's true, just think about it. If I was hiring someone and he worked with Innate Wealth, Mr. Beast, and why not, let's say Iman Ghazi, do you genuinely think he needs to prove himself? No. So my point is, it gets easier, it doesn't actually get harder. That first initial client, your first 1,000 subscribers, your first 100K, or even your first time going to the gym, all will seem impossible. But after that, you'll be flying and achieving way more than you would have thought. Listen, I'm on track to hitting 100K just by editing videos. I just turned 20, and I'm not saying this to flex, I'm saying you can do the same. You see, I wasted a lot of time, valuable time, something in which you can never get back. I've made a lot of mistakes, made horrible videos, and for a while, I was making less than $15 an hour with video editing. But I don't want to just tell you, I want to show you that all of this is really possible, and it could be you. This can be your reality, and you can accomplish it much faster than me. As an editor, we want people to enjoy our work. That's fulfilling to us, especially seeing the comment section, and I want that for you. Which is why I'm launching my own private community. 50 people will be allowed in, only 50. I want to take 50 of you and train you myself. You're going to learn to see beyond the frame, taking a picture or an idea and actually bringing it to life through the software. And I promise you, this is not like anything that you've seen before. I've laid out step by step everything you need to do to actually become a successful editor. Not only that, but you have everything in this community. Client project files worth thousands of dollars. Even the project file of this video, you can download with all the animations. I've spent the last 365 days mastering faceless content, mainly the editing style, so that every single creator you see, whether that be Innate Wealth, Digital Income Project, AI Guide, Isaac, How to AI, literally everything is broken down. You also get all my assets that I normally sell completely for free as a bonus. On top of that, I've connected with the editors behind these creators that you see right now and personally interviewed each one, all their secrets revealed, how they became successful, and most importantly, how they create their videos. And if you want to see how all of this was made, in the description, you're going to find a link in which you can learn more. The first 50 people will receive a discount for life. But as soon as those 50 spots are filled up, I am shutting the doors. And to be honest with you, I am not sure of when I'm going to reopen them. And the reason for this is because those who are actually serious, I want them to get results and actually benefit from this. Because those who prove themselves will have the opportunity to work with me, my team, and my clients. So now you have a choice. Are you willing to take a step forward and invest this small amount into your career, in yourself, for something far greater? If you want to save your spot, all you have to do is go down to the description, click the link, and join the waiting list. And I really do hope to see you inside.